Flack math! Give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Flack math!
So this is a lot of review for you guys. So take heart. So you can use conversion factors to change one unit measure to another. Dimensional analysis involves choosing the appropriate conversion factor to produce appropriate unit. So here's what you're used to. Here's example 1A. I want to change 600 inches to feet. Well, how would you do that? There's a couple different ways. What's the one way that I always bug you about doing?
Good question. It's something with the fractions. There you go.
Yep, unit multiplier. So you're kind of going inches to feet. Well, that's 1 foot over 12 inches or 12 inches over 1 foot. You want to choose the unit multiplier that will cancel. And then you're left with 600 times 1 foot divided by 12. What is that, 50?
Yes.
So that's 50 feet. Okay. The other thing, you just decide the conversion factor. Well, the conversion factor of inches and feet is 12 inches. Is 12, right? Not 12 inches, but 12. Okay. So do you guys remember this rule? When you go from big unit to small unit, you multiply. See that? Big to small, you multiply. If you go from small to big, you divide. See the division symbol? See it? There it is. There it is. It helps because I'm bald. It's like a little dot. Okay? So you can do it that way. So you're going from inches to feet, which is division. Okay? So you're going to divide by 12, right?
Oh, we do too many of these in physics.
I know. All right, I'm going to change 8 hours to minutes. 8 hours to minutes. Well, what's the conversion factor? What number is the conversion factor of hours and minutes? 60. And are you going to go from, are you going to multiply or divide?
Multiply.
Right, because you're going from hours, which are bigger than minutes, and you're going to multiply. Okay, or you can use unit multipliers. So 8 hours, same thing. That conversion factor can be written as a unit multiplier. So 60 minutes over 1 hour. So this is going to be 480 minutes. Okay? And you guys are doing this in physics and other science classes, so it's going to be helpful. All right. Now, here's the deal. When you can use multiple unit multipliers, but this is the common mistake that everyone makes. Hopefully none of you make this. I'm going to ask you right now, how many square inches are in 2 square feet?
What?
How many square inches are in 2 square feet?
2.
2 square feet.
2 square feet, yes. Yes.
How many square inches are in 2 square feet?
24 inches square.
24 times 24.
No,
It's
Wait,
48.
why is
No.
that 48?
No.
24
No,
inches
20
square, because then you
No,
square
it's
it.
24
Like
times 24.
170?
Wait.
Can you just have the answer?
I'm using my calculator.
Okay.
Suck.
Then this might be helpful to use unit multipliers. So for example, let's do, this is not an example, but 2 square feet.
576 squared.
Nope, it's not what you said it was, but you're close. You're very close, Silas.
This is close.
Okay, now what's my unit multiplier going from feet to inches?
12.
12 inches in 1 foot, but see how this only takes care of one of those feet. This is feet. This is feet, square feet, so this is feet.
Just copy the same thing.
So we need another one. Now, another way to think about it is how many square inches are in 1 square foot?
I don't know.
So this is this square right here.
2 feet.
How many square inches?
What?
That makes no sense.
So here's-
Is it
You guys see how this is a square foot?
Yeah.
It's 48. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and how many inches are on the side?
12.
How many inches are on this side?
12.
How do you figure out how many square inches are in there?
Times to go 12 times 12.
144 square inches in 1 square foot. Okay? So in 2, that'd be 288. Okay? So what you did is you squared the 24. Don't square the 24.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Square the
Yeah,
12
'cause
and then multiply by 2.
square feet.
Yeah, but see how this would
You could
this
do
would work.
24 times 12, right?
Yeah, but that's confusing. Because where'd you get the? Where I mean, that's
Cause see, if you put them next to each other, it'd be 24, and then it'd be 24 on one side.
Yeah, but if you're like finding the cubic area.
so. If you use unit multipliers,
true.
see how you don't have to think about that. This is what a unit multiplier does: is it allows you to turn your brain off and just follow the steps of unit. Your goal in unit multipliers is just cancel those labels. So how do you get rid of 2 feet labels? See how there's 2 feet labels? Feet times itself. Feet. How do you get rid of feet? You need to cancel it with a feet and a feet.
I think those
right?
are called toes.
Okay.
I could.
Cancel your feet.
So what's the answer with the multiplier?
So this would be 288. If you multiply this out, 144, so 2 of those square feet would be 288. But you can literally just leave it like that. I said literally. I shouldn't have said literally. It's a misuse of literally. Okay. We still got like 8 minutes, so let's keep going. We still have a couple more things. All right, so rates are the same thing. You can still convert rates, like you guys have done that in physics probably, right? Miles per hour to feet per second or things like that. You will.
I don't remember anything from last year.
So here's example 3. I want to convert 50 feet per second to miles per hour. 50 feet per second
She's like, I don't care.
to miles per hour. Okay? So you can do this the same way. Write the first one as a fraction. 50 feet per 1 second. So far, so good? Okay, now I want to get feet to miles, so you can just pick one at a time. Don't try to do them both at the same time. Let's convert feet to miles. We know how to do that. How many feet are in a mile? 5280. So feet goes on the bottom, right? Because I want to cancel those labels. And then 1 mile on top here. So those cancel. Now I'm done. I'm at miles already. So now how do you convert seconds to hours?
You go to 60 something. I don't know.
Right, so seconds need to go up on top.
Right.
So it's 60 seconds per 1 minute, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then 60 minutes.
Now I have to get rid of minutes, so 60 minutes per 1 hour. Okay? So those cancel. The hour, you're left with hour, and you're left with, see those, how those seconds cancel. So now you're left with just 1 label on top. So you're left with 50 times 1 times 60 times 60. And then I'm left with miles. And then I'm left with just the 5280 on the bottom. And then hours. So see how it's miles per hour. All right, you can multiply that out if you want to, or you could just leave it like that. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna have other Mr. Flack on Thursday. He'll just actually no, he'll need more time. So I'm gonna have him explain significant figures. And did you guys, has he explained that to you already?
Yeah, but I don't understand it.
Okay.
I have no idea what
Yeah,
it
well,
is.
we just had to spend so much longer on it.
All right.
And Kim, it sucked.
So we'll maybe I'll explain that to you a little bit later, but because we're out of time now. But let me. My first priority on Thursday is to review the test. So if we get through that whole test in one period, then I'll talk about significant figures. If not, then I'll talk about it on Tuesday. You might have some problems that deal with significant figures. Just solutions manual that, and you're fine. Okay? Just the significant. If you don't understand, then look at the solutions manual, but I'll talk about it in more detail on Tuesday. Okay? Good job.
Black math, give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Black math.